without rhyme or reason.
Let's see if the sites can turn it around, and I'll give my full opinion before we leave. I can't believe this taxi driver is backing the boat down the canal. Unbelievable. Exploring Venice by boat should be a priority for anyone who wants to consider themselves cultured. I don't care what type of boat you use, a gondola, water taxi, a large public transit ferry, or even a paddleboard, if that's what you're into. I'm not judging. Getting out on the water and taking in the sights from the gentle rock of any floating structure is a moment of nirvana. I like to think about all the people before me who have coasted along the same canals and waterways. It's well known that Venice is slowly sinking and that one day it will be reclaimed by the unrelenting sea. To be one of the few who is privileged enough to see this beautiful city is a merit badge of the highest honor. Venice is an archipelago, and for those who don't know what that means, it's a collection of small islands. Think Malay, Hawaii, Stockholm, or even the British Isles. Okay, I'm digressing. Back to the point. So Venice is an archipelago, and one of the islands in particular is known for their glassmaking. Murano is just north of the two main islands which make up central Venice. You can get there by either water ferry or taxi. Our hotel offered a free taxi ride and a glass tour as part of their offering. Aha! But as any enterprise capitalistic company would do, the cost of this, air quotes, perk, is to get you to spend your hard-earned money on their glass products. Now the glass is beautiful, and I would love to have some of the pieces in my own home, but it's just the used car salesman nature of the people working there, which can make you feel uncomfortable. Here's the trick. Stop caring what the sales guy thinks. Buy some glass if you want, or if you don't, don't. The most interesting part of visiting Murano was watching the glass blower surgically transform a blob of molten sand into a vessel or a sculpture. Make sure you bring some cash to leave a good tip. This part of the adventure around Venice was by far the slowest and most tranquil. Walking around the glass museum, learning about the history of the glass industry in Venice, and having an expert show you the craft was a great way to change up the tempo of our trip. That's amazing. Thank you.
We're at the Rialto Bridge in Venice. We were up on top of the bridge for about 30 seconds and then we noticed people taking pictures down here, so we quickly ran down, and in my opinion, this is the best spot to see the bridge. So these little stalls here used to all be fish meat markets, and then they would throw the scraps of the meats and the cuts that can be used into the water, but they've now been all turned into jewelry stores. In my opinion, many, many more beautiful sights in Venice to see. See it, to do it, and then move on. This is the Ponte dell'Accademia bridge in Venice. James asked me before what's the significance. It's just a wooden bridge in Venice.
So the trick to escaping the hordes of Venice is definitely just get out in the morning. You know, so it's 8 a.m. and I don't want to say we have the square to ourselves, but we kind of have the square to ourselves as compared to how it looked yesterday. So
8 a.m. on
it's
a
win-win.
Sunday.
Yeah, on a Sunday too.
Unfortunately, we can't get into the Duomo at this time because there's Sunday Mass until 2 p.m. But God, could you imagine if we were the only ones in there right now?
Maybe we'll go to Mass. We're standing here looking at the bridge size, and as you can tell, the horde of human beings is here again. And people will say if you go down a couple bridges you can get away, but I think that's also pretty well known. If you look at that bridge, just like that. Don't be lazy. Wake up early. Get here by 8 a.m. like we did, and there's nobody here. You can stand here for 45 minutes and do jumping jacks. There's nobody here. So just get here early. You can see the bridge without this mass of human beings. So we just walked down that little alleyway and we didn't go anywhere again.
I will say you have to keep your eyes up. It's hard because you're looking at so many things, and I've almost walked into walls and into the canal like a couple times now.
As you get further from the tourist hotspots, the subtle details which make Venice great begin to creep out of the woodwork. The sound of a lone motorboat drifting down a canal, the accompanying sound of water lapping against the limestone embankments, the signs above the alleyways which appear to make no common sense, but will twist and wind you to your destination. If you're up early, you can get to see the locals as they leave their homes and head off to work. You can grab an espresso at a neighborhood joint, and for a moment, you'll be a local yourself.
Third gelato of the trip. Day 4. Coffee and chocolate. Absolutely amazing. The chocolate is so tart and tastes so fresh. And look at this view. It's amazing. Amazing.
Chocolate's pretty good. Can I have a bite of the coffee?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. This gelato shop in Venice is by far the best gelato. Best gelato we've had yet. Right? Would you say hands down? No, it's creamy but not too creamy. Sugary but not too sugary. Just nails the coffee. That coffee is really good.
The chocolate's really good. It's like
No,
really.
I'm good. No more.
It's not sweet. It's very.
No more. No more. But the chocolate's also really good. But do not give me another bite. I'm done. That's my last
You have a
bite.
whole cone. What do you mean?
But that is seriously so good.
Where are we?
Our corner bar. Corner pub. We're at the corner pub. It's on the corner. It's a pub. Bartender seems like a cool guy. Seems like a cool crowd. A lot of people smoking thin cigarettes. Very Italian. I have nothing to complain about. Fair prices, good beer, good wine, good people. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share your feedback in the comment section below. Our goal is always to be improving the content that we make, and your feedback helps us do that. The next 2 minutes, this is a shot of the water taxi as we went through Venice. I love this shot. It really gives you a great sense of the city, and it was one of my favorite things to do. It also feels very calming, but if you want to switch on to some other content on YouTube, now would be the time to do it.